Hi,
Hello.
welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7. I'd like to welcome any returning viewers and welcome any new viewers. Today is Sunday. It's Sunday, right? Yeah. May 24th, 2015. This is episode 112.
Sure about that?
I have no clue.
I'm Lynn, also known as Toll Baby. We are currently sitting in my dining room. That's my kitchen back there. I moved yesterday. I'm very excited. So, unfortunately, I can't flash my stash just yet because it's not all unpacked, but I promise that I will make a short video and we'll probably include it with the episode next week. Because there's so much stash and there's so much stuff in front of the stash and yeah. So, anyway, you can find us on... Gosh, I knew you were going to.
The apartment consists of yarn and books.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what I own.
The pile behind her.
That's books.
That's books.
There's a much larger pile in the living room. That's books too. Mm-hmm. You can find us on Twitter and YouTube, Two Tangled Skeins. You can also find us on our blog, which is twotangledskeins.com, and come join our Ravelry group because there's always crazy stuff going on there.
And if you haven't subscribed on YouTube, subscribe.
Yes.
Because, you know, bows.
Mm-hmm. And then
I have tiny bows.
you have a bunch.
I have two.
A bunch.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I was casting this off last week. This is the Barn Raising Square by Larissa Brown and Shelley Mackey. I did it!
With no show notes.
With no show
Out of
notes.
the Knit-Alongs book.
And this is knit on size 2.75 millimeters, which is a US 2, and I have no clue what this yarn is. It was a gift from a swap partner, and that's what I have
It was
left.
a mini.
Yeah,
A random
there's
mini.
this much left, so if there's enough, I might do a second one. Otherwise, it's going to come and live with Lynn. Then the other one is, what is this? Claudia Hand Paints?
That's Claudia Hand Paints.
Claudia Hand Paints. And this one seems a little bigger, but it's the same stitch count, so...
I actually have a little mini skein that she had left over.
Ha! That's enough for you, right?
Yeah.
And so, those are my foes.
I have none.
That's okay.
Whip.
Whips. Alright, what I'm working on, and I'm so proud of myself. Another Barn Raising Square. It's green yarn. I don't know what the name of it is. And as you can tell, I'm doing this on DPNs.
Tell them why.
Because Stephanie from Stitchcraft Marketing sent me a whole set. I thought she was just going to send me 2 sizes, but she sent me the whole set. And wow, does it ever go fast on these things. These are the carbons. If you haven't tried them, you should. And again, Barn Raising Square, yada yada, I won't go through that. Yeah, so that's that. What else do I have on my needles? And this is in a bag from Girl with a Rabbit on Etsy. It's pretty. It's pretty. And I started a project last night. At like, I don't know, midnight?
After you left here, you started a project.
Midnight. I posted it on Instagram. I think it was like almost 1 a.m.
I don't have a computer here.
No, I'm just saying. This is the One Way Tea by Debbie O'Neill, and it is in the spring interweave knits. So, that's it.
Are you making it yellow?
No, I am making it brown. Did a whole lot of math.
You've got a thing for brown lately.
Yep, my math actually made sense, and Selma agreed with me that my math made sense. And the only difference...
Selma's the sweater whisperer.
Yes.
She just knits all the sweaters all the time, and they all fit her beautifully. Sucks.
And this is actually... Oh, you can never see the colors perfectly.
Yeah, because we have this big window right ahead of us, like right on the other side.
Record here more often.
Okay. We may have to get a better backdrop if we do.
I don't think people care. You can't see anything back there. So this is Malabrigo from the Malabrigo factory in Uruguay, because Selma has family in Uruguay. Her husband's family's from there. This is from, I think, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I've had it forever, and it's been a project. It's not been a project. It's been a project. It's been frogged. Well, I decided to try that. This is worsted. The t-shirt is actually DK, so I had to do some math, and as you can tell, it's not knit flat like the project page says. I joined it, and I'm winging it. She said I could.
Yeah.
She told me I could do it.
So Selma's one of those crazy people who never really follows a pattern.
Nope.
She just kind of wings it every time. And
knit up to the armpits, do your waist shaping, and talk to me when you get to that point. So that's what I'm going to do. This is on size 7, which is a US 4.5. These are my circular carbons that Stephanie from Stitchcraft Marketing sent me.
I'm waiting for her to pass me one of the sets of DPM.
Oh, I should have brought them.
That's okay. I'm busy with the blanket right now.
Yeah. The only one thing I don't like about the carbons is it used to be written in white, the size of millimeter and US.
It rubbed off.
It rubbed off like immediately. But on the shaft, it does say the US size. So if you know the conversion, you can do it. That is being held in my bags. But sorry, the screen keeps going off.
And we don't know how to reset it.
The Bags by Awesome Granny. And if you want to see her.
Your zipper's a different color than mine.
Yeah, they're all different colors.
Oh, okay.
All 3. Is that even focusing?
I think so. I don't know.
There we go.
There we go.
So that is that.
What was I watching the other day? And she's like, oh, sure, it focuses right as I take it away. It was Remember Turkey.
Oh, okay.
I've started watching Remember Turkey.
I haven't watched her in a while.
The woman who doesn't watch podcasts is now watching 2 podcasts.
Oh, this is written. This is me doing my math for my sweater on another project pattern page. The other thing on my needles is the Silver,
which I really want to make another one of.
By You've got yarn.
I know.
I wonder what it would look like in stripy yarn.
Not so much on the stripy.
No. By Lisa Much, and
because it's already got a stripy quality of its own.
True. I'm knitting this out of Spud and Chloe Fine Sock, which is superwash merino wool and silk.
That's what I made Rob's socks out of. I love Spud and Chloe. Unfortunately, the one store that we used to have where we could get it here is closed.
So,
because Stevie used to have that.
Oh, that's right. We asked her to bring it in, didn't we?
Yep.
And so
I still have some Spud and Chloe outer I got from her.
I don't think I showed this last week, did I?
I don't think you did, because it was like this big.
Yeah. So
this is her Silver. Remember mine in blue?
Okay,
she's doing hers, of course, in green.
Well, duh. And this is on, of course, yeah. You can't. I think these are Knitter's Pride.
Oh,
that's all I'm using now is Knitter's Pride. Bamboo, square, carbons.
I lost my love for bamboo needles.
No, but feel them.
I don't care. I don't like knitting with them.
Whatever. I think it's a size.
I don't care how much they are.
5 millimeter, which is a 8. And so that's the yarn.
My 16-year-old just army crawled across the floor behind us.
And if you hear another laugh, there's actually a teenager sitting behind the camera. And this is going into stash acquisitions, but I'm going to say it. Actually, no, I won't. I'll show it after. Okay. That's all I brought.
Yes, unfortunately, unlike at Sue's house, we have no enclosed space in which to do this. That was him slamming the door. Unfortunately, I have to slam it to close it. So.
Okay. Your turn.
Well, give me a sec. I'm almost at the end of the room.
Go!
Talk about something else.
Okay, then I'll show my bag.
Yeah. You should have, because it's in there.
It is. It's in my new freckled whimsy bag, and can you see?
It's a Where's Waldo Fox one.
They have sweaters. It's Christmassy, and I had to have it. So
she seriously did, because you ordered that. We'd just gotten back from Maryland.
Basically, I saw her post the fabric on Instagram. By the time I got to the shop, they were gone. So I messaged her, and she said, yes, I have more. I'll make you one. So, Freckled Whimsy. This is her sock nanny size bag. And this is the reason why they're so tall. Is so you can fold it over, and then your yarn doesn't catch.
And it makes a fabric yarn bowl.
It's awesome. And so this is her information.
Yeah.
It's going to focus. Ta-da! Woohoo! So go check out her bags. They're very good quality, very good service. Isn't that just... And they have the
coordinating fabric on the strap.
And it comes off so you can put it where you want to put it.
Or you can connect it to another bag, or you can hook it to your purse.
Yeah.
I only have one whip. Only one.
Sorry, I was looking at the time, but did I go right in front of you?
You were like have the one, and I'm almost finished. It's 2 rows away from being a faux, but it's not a faux yet. So, sorry, it's a little... Yeah. This is the Meredith Morioka square from the Great American Aran Afghan book. It is out of Valley Yarns, Northampton, bulky, in the stone blue colorway.
That's the book, and that's the blanket.
I'm not doing all the squares that are in this book because I don't like some of them.
Yeah, some of them are a bit much.
I didn't like the breast cancer square. I'm sorry. I like the fishy one though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the ones that have piles of baubles.
Or the sweater.
I'm not doing the one that's just a sweater. Like it's a flat sweater knit onto a plain background. That's not going to happen. So I have 2 other books, 2 other in this series that I have. That one of them is the North American Afghan, and one of this is the West or something like that. Anyway, I have 2 others, which I will be picking squares out of if I need more. So this is square number 6. It's just about done. And the only reason it hasn't been finished is because I've had very little knitting time while I've been panicking to finish packing before the movers arrived. I didn't make it. But that's it. Because the rest of it we can ferry over in the car.
Oh, there's still stuff there.
Oh, okay. There's so much stuff.
Well, at least now you can empty boxes and bring them over.
Well, the thing is most of the stuff that's still there isn't coming with us. It's just got to be junked. Well, when we lifted the couch, there was so much stuff under the couch. So much stuff. Including another skein of Claudia hand paints that got completely destroyed. Yeah. I'm sad. Where did it go under the couch? Stuff would be on the couch. And people would sit on the couch and it would end up under the couch, like in the cushions, and it would fall out the back.
Drop some stitches so that and I want to pick them up with this handy dandy tool that I have.
Which is?
A fix-a-stitch. Let me get the big one out so they can see it.
I was going to say, yeah, you're going to use it, but mention it.
Yes, so fix-a-stitch. So it's a 2-ended crochet hook. Comes in 3 sizes. And it's just amazing.
Their main purpose is to fix drop stitches in garter.
Oh, yeah. Yes. And there's a video you can...
What's talking? Don't be watching videos while we're recording. That'd be Rob in the other room.
Oh. It's to fix drop stitches, and there's a video to show you how to do garter stitch, because most people cannot fix garter stitch when you rip it down.
It's hard.
Mm-hmm. I know it's hard.
So these are meant so that your needle never has to come out of your knitting. You just keep going back and forth with the crochet hook, and it's really, really handy. I first saw her at Stitches in, I think, 2012, the lady who makes these, and I wanted to buy, I don't remember. I'm really bad. I'm bad with names.
Bonnie.
Who did I run into the other day?
Your uncle?
No. We were at the hospital. My daughter sliced her finger open, and we had to go to the hospital to get stitches. Fortunately, they glued her and taped her up instead of stitching her up. But we're sitting right next to this guy and a teenage girl in the waiting room, sitting right next to them, like right across from them. And I didn't notice him at all. And we were sitting there for a good 15, 20 minutes, and suddenly I look over and I'm like, "Oh my God, hi Phil!" It was a guy I'd gone out with him. Well, I didn't go out with him in high school. He was my boyfriend's best friend in high school. I've known him for 20 years. Didn't recognize him.
Out of context.
Out of context. And the worst part is we're currently Facebook friends, so I know what he looks like now. It's not like it was a surprise, like, hey, you look like a guy I used to know.
Did you see the comment Selma made on last week's episode?
I did not.
She basically had to... Sorry. Just so tired. She basically was laughing, and the computer basically froze when you said you recognized me by my boobs.
What did I say?
I have no idea. Because I'm like, was it when she pointed at my shirt because I had the no shirt on? She's like, no. She said she could recognize you by your boobs. And I'm like,
I don't remember saying that.
And I remember watching...
But I might have.
I remember watching the episode. And
Sounds like something I'd say.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, your boobs are pretty memorable. You're
memorable.
Memorable, not rememberable. I was making a few words there. Memorable. Yeah, anyway, yes. Size 10.5 needles, which is a 6.5 millimeter.
Sorry, we keep The screen
keeps the monitor
but the video's not screezing. Freezing. The video's not screezing. Because that's what the episode title.
Screezing or Rememberable?
Screezing and Rememberable.
I don't Rememberable. Over there. Yeah. As I'm digging through my purse. Because that's really interesting to watch, isn't it? Anyway, that's my one whip, and I haven't decided which score I'm doing next yet, but I'll figure it out later today because this one will be done. We just went super bright for a second there.
Oh. Hi.
I blame J.K. Rowling. Rememberables.
Yeah. So
I have stash acquisition.
Go for it.
I only have a couple, so you've got like a whole table full over there.
No,
and
much.
All my blanket squares live in my awesome granny pirate bag. Yarr! Because look, the only bag I have that's big enough. So, stash acquisition.
Who has a few?
I got this. We all know what this little baggie means. This is lollipop yarn. I have no idea what this colorway is called.
Well,
but it's...
Should we go stalk her Etsy shop like we did last time?
Maybe later. But it's beefcake, which is this is my first ball of beefcake, which means it's a slightly heavier fingering. And I don't know what color it is, but it's gorgeous. Look at all the grids and the pinks and I'll try to get it so it's not glaring. There we go. Because unfortunately the windows are right ahead of us. So squishy. And it comes in a little pink bag. And this one is killing Sue. Because I also got a second ball. This is Blarney. Sue desperately wants the Blarney. Look at that. It's all the shades of green she likes.
And it's Blarney, meaning Irish.
It's Blarney. Got 4 rows of Lucky Charm, 8 rows of Shamrock, 4 rows of Lucky Charm, and Erin Go Bra, but it doesn't say how many. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm probably saying it wrong. The Erin Go Bra thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. I know I'm saying it wrong, but yeah, I've never heard it said out loud. I've only ever read it. I got a D-stash.
Of course you did.
I troll the lollipop yarn board just to get D-stashes. Because I know I'm never going to get a ball of yarn in her regular shop update.
No, it's not easy. I've gotten cart-jacked.
And it's very frustrating because those who do manage to do it buy like 6 balls. And it's like, no,
I bought one and I didn't get the one I wanted.
Yeah.
The only time I got the one I wanted was when she did a pre-order for the Downton Abbey.
Because there was a lady who was in the newbie sale, the pre-sale.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name now. The lady who dyes lollipop yarns tries to be fair to everybody, and so she has a newbie sale at a certain time. It's for people who have never been able to get her yarn before, including D-stashes, which is why I've never participated. So it's the sort of thing where you're supposed to, go in, get your ball, get out. No, this one lady got 6 balls last time during the newbie sale. Not fair.
Well, the only way that the dyer can stop that is something in her checkout cart, like one per person kind of thing. I don't know.
It's anyway, because other people weren't even able to log on to, they weren't even able to get into the shop because there was so much traffic being generated. So this lady, once she got in, she just bought up a whole bunch of them.
The thing is,
and then she's going to turn around and sell them.
You sit there and you refresh 5 minutes before, and then hurry up and get what you want in your cart and add something else just in case, because cart jacked.
Yeah, I don't like the system Etsy has of allowing cart jacking. That's not cool as far as I'm concerned.
No, because other stores, website stores, don't do that.
When it's put it in your cart, it should be out of her inventory and only return to the inventory if you close your cart without buying it.
Or after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, because I mean that to me that's just really bad form. It's happened to me with other shops on Etsy before, and I really, if I get cart checked while I'm trying to buy something simple, and I don't want to go back for it. It really bugs me. But that's my pet peeve. The poor lady who runs Lollipop can't do anything about that. That's not her problem. But anyway, I did manage to score 2 on a D-staff, so yay.
So that makes how many now? If you're
6
counting.
plus the one I gave you.
Let me know.
6 plus the one I gave you. And the one I gave away.
Yes.
Because I gave one away. Yes. I'm not giving these away. Sue may be able to convince me to get this one at some point.
My birthday's coming up.
Yeah, well.
Just saying.
She may be able to convince me.
May be able to pry it out of her cold dead hands.
The other thing I managed to get my hands on, and this is really nifty, there's a lady who makes this stuff, and I contacted her a while back because I thought this was a really nifty product and I wanted to try it out. So I asked her to send me some, and she did. This is Susan from Screezing knitting and crochet.com. She teaches knitting and crochet, but she also makes these things. These are needle tubes.
Demonstrate. You have a needle.
I have a straight.
And I just ripped the needle out of my stitches.
That's what you get for telling me what to do. This can be
bossy.
I know, right? This can be tailored to any size. It can hold your straights. It can hold your DPNs. And it basically just keeps them from punching through your bag or, getting damaged or whatever. It protects your needles. And the inside box has dots, raised dots, to keep... The outside box has little grooves in the corners. And the inside box has these little dots that are meant to catch in the grooves so that you can adjust it and it won't move. Stop worrying about what I'm doing. Oh, sorry. That's okay. Big deal. She sent me a bunch of them, so they're all over the place. There we go. It does take a little bit of concentration to get it open and closed, but they're really, really nice. They're nice hard plastic.
It reminds me.
Yeah, you get one too. And we have one for a giveaway later. Because we have 3. Well, hers is put away now. The other thing she sent me is the other product she sells. Remember last week, Sue had this cloth t-shirty looking
skeiny tee.
I don't know where I put it. My knitting bag's back there.
No, it's at my house because you didn't want to bring it home.
Right, because I didn't want to bring it home before I moved. These are mesh ones. So you can actually fit a fairly large amount of yarn in here. So you knit like this, and you have your yarn coming out of one end. And you just knit away, and it keeps the ball from moving around.
So those who like to use the cakes and pull from the inside, this would be perfect. I've started pulling from the outside of my cakes because I don't like it collapsing in the middle.
But even so, this will keep it still while you do that.
Yeah.
So
either way,
it's very useful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like the fact that they're very, very soft mesh. They will not catch on your yarn. They won't damage it.
Yeah.
And you can fit
huge ball.
Well, this will fit one of those big Red Heart Super Saver skeins, like the big ones. But you can actually fit a 1-pounder, the Karen 1-pounders. All you got to do,
use 2. How do you know this?
Because I had a very long conversation on the phone with the lady.
Okay. Oh, right. She called you.
She phoned, as soon as I emailed her to send me one of these, she phoned me. You put half of it, like one of them around half, and it does stretch a fair bit. And you put this one around the other half and overlap them so that you've got this overlap in the middle. Oop, there goes the purple one. And basically, it'll take the whole big, huge thing.
Yeah, so
I've seen it on her website.
I think when we do the giveaway, it should be one of these and maybe 2 or 3 of these.
Yeah, because I got a big bag of them.
Yeah.
And they come in a whole bunch of different colors. So we're going to see what we're going to do with these. I'm going to test this one out against the T one. And, which is going to give my poor little yarn a break. He's been having a great old time. Did I show you what I did? Ooh. I pinched it in yeah. I actually have a little, I pinched it in this part here, the eyelet, when I was trying to squeeze it closed. Like I was trying to turn it. And that actually drew blood, and it was quite painful. You know what I'm going to do?
What you gonna do?
I'm going to take...
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Mom.
Mama.
Are you bored?
Mommy.
Are you bored?
Mommy. Mama.
I'm going to take a few different colors. And I'm going to put them in one of these. And that way, you just really wanted to do that. That's the inside one.
Hello.
So we're going to stuff a few of these in here. And then when we give it away, give me your pen.
You'll have them already.
Yeah, they will already be in there. You will be able to get these back out, I promise. Worst comes to worst, just shove a crochet hook in there. Doesn't want to move. Good enough. Because it doesn't have to be on all the way. So there we go. We've got a few of these in the needle keeper. I think that's what it's called.
Yep. So I have
so they're needle keepers, and the yarn keepers, the mesh sleeve. That will be a prize at some later date. Because I have piles and piles and piles of these.
And I already took 3, so yeah.
Did you want a purple one too?
I want 3 different colors.
Okay. Do you want purple, red, blue? What do you want? That's what I thought. So that was my stash acquisition. So again, that's Susan Karen at Scarin Knits, which is a mixture of her name, like it's S Karen, so it's Scarin Knit, Scarin Knit. No, it's Scarin Knitting Crochet, Knitting and Crochet.com. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read it off the screen and it's really small. So it's the best darn needles and hook tubes is these, and the best darn best darn yarn tenders are the
yarn tenders.
Yarn tenders. That's what it's called. I know, kind of makes you think of chicken tenders.
Yes,
huh?
it does.
Don't eat these.
No.
Don't let your pets eat these either, because they are plastic mesh and they will, do what plastic does to a dog's intestines. So don't let your pets eat these. But they are really nifty, and I can't wait to try them out. So that's all I got. Now what's going to be the Sue show for the rest of the day?
Well, come on, there's not that much.
You get started. I'll see if I can get a faux by the end of the episode.
So I got a mini skein swap that I did with the Cozy Crafting group, which is Abby, and the person I got is Joanne, who is JoJo from Wisconsin. She sent me this really cool postcard. Yes, rain card. And asked me if there was something that I could get in the States that I can't get in Canada.
She sent you your favorite.
I asked for my favorite, and she bought one for herself too, because, And so I'm going to be sending her package this week, and there's something from Canada. She said she wants a Mountie, but if I can't get her a Mountie, to send her a coffee crisp.
They're kind of hard to wrap up.
So
those Mounties.
I'm going to just pull out these things of awesomeness.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
These.
And they're all your colors,
yeah.
too.
Well,
yeah.
So these are 3 Irish girls.
Oh, I like that colorful one.
Yep. And did she put... Yes, she did. So the 2 wrapped together are 3 Irish girls from Superior, Wisconsin. The bright green is Regia.
That's right. I forgot they were in Wisconsin.
Regia.
Which is not from Wisconsin.
The earth tone one is Plymouth. So
that'd be that one.
That one. My hair's all over it. The last 2 were randoms I had, which are really, really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
And I'm really, really glad because I basically whittled my stash down to what I need to make a square. And I've been giving away some of my minis.
You can walk through,
I've been giving away some of my minis.
There's the 16-year-old.
So that was really cool. And where's the note?
Nah, that's all you had was the postcard.
No, there was a little note. Oh, it's in the bottom. So the little note says, "Enjoy your almond joy contraband."
Well, it's not like we brought her Kinder Eggs or something.
And my favorite flavored coffee. Oh, she sent me a couple little Keurig. They're at home. Because
did you already drink them?
They're in my stash. So many Keurig things now. Gotta stop buying them because they go on sale. So you buy the pack when it goes on sale. It's worth it.
I don't drink coffee.
The other thing I got that came with my Freckled Whimsy bag is this bag of goodness. This is from Kari Lynne.
You're so spoiled.
Well, I'm sending her some too. So she sent me an email, but I don't have it with me. So there's this beautiful purple.
That looks like hand spun.
I'm not sure. Then there's this.
That one does not look like hand spun. It does look speckled like that.
This one has sparkles.
And it's your color.
Yep.
It matches your top and everything. That is exactly the same green as your top.
You did well, Kari.
Oh, that one's mine.
Yeah, I don't think so. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Then there's this. And last but not least. Yeah. So, yeah. This chair keeps creaking.
I know. My chairs are creaky.
The other thing I received is my swap package for the swap I did with the Yarntasia group. Mine was a little late because it got lost in transit, and the person who sent me, Megan, had to track them down so that she could find out that they were keeping it somewhere because it was damaged. And yeah, I think it was USPs.
Oh, well, they're not my favorite either.
She had originally made me a Game of Thrones themed mitts, but they came back soaking wet and stinking. She tried to rectify that and it didn't work. So she sent me a scarf, which is at home. You'll see it next week. But she did make me some stitch markers. So Game of Thrones themed. Oops. Right way.
I love that little tree.
There's that.
One of the squares in the book is that tree.
They're similar. Wolf?
Touch your hand.
I know. There we go. See? Crush. There's the skull. And this one's a leaf. Oops. So, it goes back in the bag. And she sent me 2 kinds of coffee from Coffee of the World. So one is Parisi Asian coffee, chocolate nutty and smooth. Parisi? Artisan, sorry.
I didn't think it made any sense for it to be called Asian coffee when it was from South America.
So it's that.
I think the people upstairs haven't tried that.
Caramel Earthy Rich is the Delano's Coffee Roasters. Choose that, which will be mine because my husband doesn't like flavored coffee. And she sent me dark chocolate, which will also go to my husband because there's only one kind of dark chocolate I like from them, and it's the one with the Madagascar in it.
So, I like the salted one.
Of course you do.
With sea salt. I also like the chili one, but only in small amounts. We're not allowed to stop yet.
Nope.
I'm casting off.
Well, no, we're not done. We have coupon codes.
Well, then get going.
So coupon codes we have going on. Check the Ravelry thread. There are 4 of them. One is from Bags by Awesome Granny. It's an ongoing coupon code. It's 2TS10, I believe. The other one is from Freckled Whimsy, which is the one who makes these bags, the sock nannies.
Which goes to the end of the year,
yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yay, I remember that.
The third one is from Audrey from Owl for You.
She's doing all this on the fly, by the way.
Yep. And hers goes until May 31st, and then the last one goes till June 15th, and it is from Lollipop Acres Fibre.
Okay.
Yeah. So go check the Ravelry thread. There is a sticky thread there that has all the coupon codes in it.
You've been watching new podcasts.
I have. I've been watching a few new podcasts. Bookish Stitcher with Jeanette, and she, obviously by the name, she likes books. So there's always a book that she's been reading or going to read. So it's really interesting. I like her. Stitching You and More with Amanda, and both of these people have been on our VKNs. You probably don't remember who they are.
Nope. Sorry.
The other one is Love Knots with Rachel, and she's only got 4 episodes out. And the last one, I think I've mentioned it before, but I'm going to mention it again because I can't wait for her episodes to come out every week. EIN Knits Knits, which is Everything Isn't Normal Knits with Shelby. And of course,
I remember Shelby.
Yes, Shelby.
I don't know what she looks like, but I remember Shelby.
And also,
sorry.
And of course, there's True Canuck Girl, which is the Canadian Knitter podcast.
Yes, and we should have shown last week the package we were sending off to. We showed the minis.
I showed the package on VKN.
Yes, and you showed it on Instagram.
Yes.
How your creative package.
Yes, and she was mentioning on her latest podcast, she's knitting pumpkin ale and burnt orange, which is Cascade Yarns. I'm knitting the Marco Polo, which is pumpkin orange, but mine's more red.
I think it's because you're using the sport.
Hers is orange.
Yeah, I think she's
like
using the worsted.
Really orange. Yeah, I think it is worsted, but it's just weird
there's some small changes in their yarns.
So she says, I can't wait to see you
at superwash and hers isn't.
Right, and she's like, I can't wait to see you at Rhinebeck so we can take a picture just to show how
different. Yeah.
She's also trying to find the Rhinebeck book, and if you order it through Ravelry, it's like $50.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Didn't you pay $24 for it?
I paid $38.
Oh, okay.
For it. I got it at Rhinebeck in the fibre, not fiber space. Fiber optics booth. So you know what?
Through her favorite booths until you hit it.
You might find it.
Yes, that's crazy. $50.
And
it might be 50 Canadian though.
It's 50 Canadian because I paid 38 US.
Yeah, because that's about 50 Canadian.
So I'm really glad I bought it. I only saw them at the one booth, but I'm sure there was more throughout the venue.
Yeah. 2 more minutes.
Why?
Find something else to talk about.
Oi! YouTube draw.
Yeah.
We have an issue. And I've since archived the post that I discussed this in, and I opened a new thread. Because when I download the list from YouTube, it only gives me 850-ish people. There are over 1,050. I think we're at like 1,055.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, I can't do the draw from 853 people because, I'm sorry, that's leaving 300 people out. So I think what we're going to do is do the draw in the Ravelry group. So if you're watching us on YouTube, you need to go to the Ravelry group. There will be a thread for the YouTube draw. You need to respond. We should have a question, shouldn't we? We'll think of a question, and you need to respond to that question if you want to be eligible for the draw.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah. Well, no. My daughter's like,
do you need scissors?
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. I don't know what the hell I was looking in there for. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how sharp they are.
Okay.
So yeah, because I think that's what Sarah from Canadian Knitter Podcast is doing. She has a faux.
I have a faux.
Show your faux. Faux show.
I have a faux.
Let's hold it closer. It's gorgeous.
So this one is now done.
Huge.
They're all huge. There's just the one that was a little skinny. I don't know if I'm going to use that one.
Okay.
So this is square number 6. Now I got to start another one.
But you said you're going to use a different book.
Yeah, I might use one of the other books to do the next one, just for variety. And because this book's starting to get kind of ratty, and I need to make sure I don't destroy it. So, well, now that my needles are free, guess where I'm going to put them?
And this handy-dandy tool.
Look at this, Susan. Look, using it. Right out of the gate, using it. And now that will keep my needles from poking through my bag.
And I was telling Lynn I have a trindle. And with the trindles, the pegs come off where the balls are, and it would fit in there. Because I actually bought a round tube from Michael's. It's used to hold paintbrushes. So it's the same idea.
Yep.
And this is a lot nicer because you can actually see through it. Yeah.
And I can keep my row counter in there, and it's all together, and it's going to stay together. And it'd be easy to fish out of my bag without having to find the second needle. So I'm very happy about that. Thank you, Susan. Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
So I think
now you can stop talking. Got my phone.
She's done. That's it. Leave.
Get out of my house, woman.
Get out. So we next Saturday we have the canning course.
Yes.
With Giselle. So we probably won't be recording on Saturday.
Either that or we can come record here before we go to Giselle's or whatever.
We have to be there at 10.
It's 10?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you should read your email.
Maybe
it's
I
know.
A pressure canning
Maybe
class,
I'll come
so it's
here.
several hours.
Or you come to my house, or I'll come here and we can record on Friday.
We could do that.
Because
before night.
Mm-hmm. So, happy crafting, everybody, and we will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
I'm still recording.
I know.
Okay.
That's why I'm poking you. She's not ticklish.
No, bye.